Okay, and we're back with Quake. I believe whoa. I haven't done vidwait 1. There we go. Yeah, but I believe I've sorted out the video card issues, or at least they're greatly alleviated. And we'll find out soon. Oh, I think one of them's fighting with the... Oh, this is perfect. Oh, no, he doesn't want to fight the ogre. He is just trying to fight me. He just can't. That went spectacularly. Those fiends can be a massive handful most of the time, but he got stuck and couldn't come get me, and that's just been, exceptionally fortunate for me. Now we come to something pretty tricky to deal with, and also the bit where my video card very often would do the trick. So we're going to find out very soon if I have indeed managed to alleviate things. Essentially, I just downloaded the latest drivers. Who would have thought in 2021 having the latest drivers still matters for a 25-year-old game running in DosBox? The 2020 drivers? Nah, no good. The 2021 drivers? Maybe. Does seem like it's an AMD thing. And this is the moment where this guy dies and this guy pops out. Yep, 9 times out of 10, the screen would go red like seen in that post I put on the community section of the channel. It was the output to the monitors, it would just be, ow, that's a grenade right in the face. Yeah, the output to the monitors is what was screwed. Like, OBS recorded fine still if you looked at the output from it, and like the computer was still working completely fine. But the monitors themselves, like whatever the video card was putting out to the monitors, was just all red. A little bit of black in there as well, but mostly red. So, obviously couldn't keep playing the game like that because I just couldn't see, and had to do something about it. And it looks like the latest drivers have done it. Anyway, this map, let's talk about Quake. This map is a huge step up in difficulty, I reckon, compared to the previous 2 maps. Like map 1 and 2, forget about it. Map 3, holy crap. They just start throwing all the biggest, baddest monsters at you. And, making it hard to get a foothold in the map. Starting this shotgun only is pretty tough. Now, if you'd already gone that way, coming here releases an ogre, but it's like a dual trigger, so you've got to have come up here and have done this section, and then an ogre will be let out over there. But this is the way I tend to play this map, is come and do all this stuff first, like grabbing the gold key now, and taking out all these zombies from, like, in their face down here. This is the way I play it, doing a shotgun start. I think, when you've already got all the weapons that you'd normally have from maps 1 and 2, then it's better to just do it the way that the guy does in the demo. But when you're trying to gain a foothold, I like coming and doing all of this first. Now this zombie is giving me all sorts of trouble. But that should be all the zombies for now. Couldn't avoid grabbing that, unfortunately. Except for one here. Yeah, so I'm pretty familiar with this map right now because I've played it several times over trying to get this whole video card issue sorted. Ooh, are they taking each other out? But one of the reasons I like coming and doing this now is that it does seem to release that shambler. So the secret is also, you can see the texture here is like sort of a bit darker and a slightly different shape. That's where this little secret pool is for the Ring of Shadows. A really cool power-up, actually. If Doom's partial invisibility actually worked like this, it'd be much better. And funnily enough, in like a lot of modern source ports, partial invisibility does do this sort of effect. Essentially making... Now, the ogre should actually be out, so like it's because I walked into that area with the gold key. Maybe it's just grabbing the gold key. It's like a double trigger. Coming through there and having the gold key seems to be the trigger for that ogre appearing. And now the rest of the map is where all the biggest, baddest dudes come from. I think this to clear out the scrags first, because there's a few of them hiding around the sides there. You can get me. I was relying on the wall to protect me there more than it actually did. Too used to fast monsters from Doom. Alright, now the shambler's gonna pop out. And on Fast, well, Nightmare, which is essentially Quake's fast monsters, the Shambler involves a lot of peekaboo. Because he just shoots at you immediately. Actually, I should be using the super shotgun, it's much more powerful in a situation like this, I'm pretty sure. And I got 80 shells for it. Yeah, look at the levels of peekaboo going on here. But I mean, what else can you do? He'd just be electrifying the hell out of me otherwise. There we go. Ooh. So I'll use the nail gun when he's far away. Actually, let's just let him walk closer, yeah? A really cool video I saw just recently, a stream that Dwaz and Decino did very recently, like yesterday, I think, as of the moment of me recording this, where they chatted with Sandy Peterson. Really cool. Definitely go and look that up if you weren't aware of it, because it's super cool, the chat they had with Sandy. They were playing Doom Episode 2 while they just sort of talked to him about Doom, but they talked a little bit about Quake, hence why I'm bringing it up while playing Quake. And they asked him, like, straight up, what he thought about whether the Shambler had fur or whether its skin was just, like, leathery. And Sandy showed off the original picture that he showed to Adrian Carmack to inspire the Shambler in the first place. And honestly, it's really hard to tell. It's like, oh dude, they're fighting, hell yeah. Inconclusive is the verdict from the photo. I think Sandy said that he generally thinks of it as having, like, skin, but you can sort of see elements of fur in the picture as well, so yeah, it's a little bit hard to say exactly. I admit freely that it probably is skin, but I really like the idea of fur, so in my head canon, whether it's official or not, I go with fur. I think it's kind of like a cool dichotomy between like such a brutal beast, but sort of having this relatively cute fur. Kind of like a brown bear or something, you know what I mean? Oh damn man, I'm firing grenades way too close to my own face here. This is really silly. I should be backtracking to get more health as a result of this silliness. Okay, now that's the zombie. There's an... yeah, this guy, the ogre. Ooh, and you got to be careful because the grenades will bounce possibly a lot closer to you than you think, and you can't see because of the water. There we go, I've managed to cheese him. Oop, there you are. And here's a bit of health to replace my stupidity. And then up here is also a little bit nasty. There's a pretty deadly ogre. There he is. Looks like we get a few free shots in on him. Yes, these pixels are an ogre, by the way. Yeah, and see what I mean by deadly. Despite how cheesable that location looks, actually it's the opposite. Like, I'm not cheesing him, he's cheesing me. Here is actually safer. But now, up here are some quite deadly ogres. I can't see, and I didn't center my view. So what you can do is really cheese them, like say this. Well, you know, you get the idea. But I'm going to try and just take them out with grenades. But I've got to be careful. Okay, I'm not being careful at all. Bloody hell, there's grenades all around me. There's grenades all around me. Okay, and then this bit is nothing. A whole bunch of zombies, but whatever. They are not a threat from up here. I love that jibbing sound of the zombies, by the way. I keep getting like talking points that I've like said in other attempts to record this map that I haven't actually said yet. The zombie jibbing sound I talked about previously, I need to talk about again. It's so cool in my opinion. I mean, it's sort of gross, but that's the idea. It's awesome. Yeah. Oh. I mean, obviously the sounds in Quake are awesome. They were done under the guise of Trent Reznor. Although, I was reading some interviews, and American McGee made a lot of the sounds for Quake. Ooh, there's a fiend. I totally forgot about that. Fiends are so deadly. Don't know if it's like a nightmare only thing, but they do 50 damage when they get in that ogre attack on you. Really dangerous. Oh yeah, that's right. And the final secret of this map is shooting this wall. See, it doesn't have moss on it. It's like a really subtle clue. Oh yeah, and you've got to like run and jump. Yeah. And well, how are we doing for health? Because I think Yeah, we're doing good. Because here we go. This final arena is actually nuts. For map 3, all of a sudden, to give you this kind of final arena, crazy. But I have 150 armor and 100 health and 41 grenades. And yep, it's just these last 5 kills, but it's 4 fiends and a shambler. Oh god, get out of there. Whoa. Oh, one of them died. Oh, they killed each other, that's why. Yeah, so they spawn in like as... Oh, how am I... That's right, I'm... Fortunately, there is a teleporter back up there. The teleporter in the secret... Oh, here. Lets you back up. Where is this last fiend, though? I would like to be sheltered. Yeah. Like standing behind one of these pillars when I kill the fiend, because a shambler comes out. And basically, you just got to play like peekaboo around one of these pillars, similar to before. Oop, he can see me there. Whoop. You're playing a bit of cat and mouse, like which way is he gonna go? Fortunately, this pillar's here. There are moments later in the episode where you're forced to fight shamblers like just completely one-on-one, and it's brutal. Okay, but that's it. There's E1M3.